Given the rise of popularity of portable hammocks over the past few years, there have been many rises to hammock parks, many outdoorsman stores sell them, and due to that, our team had the personal interest to make a more comfortable experience with those portable hammocks. So we set out to design a Treetop Rocker, which is an automatic hammock rocker. In regards to the market, our closest competitor is going to be this automatic hammock rocker. It's priced at $69. However, you would have to buy the framework separately, which is about another $200 stacked on top of that. So for our product, with its portability, you don't have to have an existing framework. You can use it on trees, poles, or a framework you may already own if you do. And we're sitting at a competitive price point of $125. So that is very much reasonable in comparison to $269 you have to put into this one.
When designing our prototype, we had a list of things that we wanted to accomplish with our automatic hammock rocker. So everything you see in green we ended up accomplishing, and everything you see in red we weren't able to accomplish. So the main thing that we wanted to do was we wanted to make it portable so that you could take it hiking or even just out in the backyard. So we were able to do this by making it compact. It's smaller than a 4x4, and then it's also fairly light. It's less than 10 pounds. So you could even put it in a backpack to bring with you somewhere. It's also very durable, so we wrapped it in sheet metal. This keeps it from getting banged up or anything when you're using it. And it's also a little bit water resistant since we do have a top. So if it's a little bit raining, then you don't have to worry about it. It's also very easy to use. So we gave it a remote, and all you have to do is you can turn it on and then the hammock starts rocking. It also has speed control, so you can rock slower or faster if you want. Also, you can use it with any sort of hammock. You just clip it to the line that the hammock is hanging on. So we weren't able to make it under $100, but most of that is due to the fact that this is our first prototype. When we make more of them, we'll be able to lower that cost to under $100. Right now, we're sitting at around $125, but that is definitely within the range of comparable products. Most of them are actually higher than $125. We also weren't able to make it very quiet, and we could make it quieter if we insulated the inside.
For our project, we chose to make 3 alternative designs, the first of which was this linkage system. The basis of this was a frame with rubber grommets which would attach around the tree. It would be held in place by a ratcheting system, and the motor would turn this linkage, which at the end would have a hook of some sort which would drive the rocking motion of the hammock. We chose not to use this design because it was complex, it had to be very strong because it held the weight of the hammock, and had more failure points than our other designs. Our second design was a reciprocating rack and pinion, as you can see here. The basis of this was a pinion which had several of the teeth missing, and 2 racks, one on top and one on bottom. As the pinion rotates, it travels on one rack and then switches to the next one, causing reciprocating motion. This would sit on the ground, a hook would be attached here, and it would swing the hammock through a cable. We chose not to use this design for 2 reasons. One, durability. This gear, because of the slot, we could not have wet lubrication and therefore would wear quickly. Secondly, the range of motion was limited in design, so if we wanted a larger range of motion, we'd have to make the whole box bigger, making portability factor come down. Our third design, as you can see here, was a rotating arm attached to a geared DC motor. We chose to use this design because in the end it was the most durable and simple to make. The way it works is this DC motor attached to the frame made of aluminum 6061 rotates this arm with a pivot here. On the pivot you would attach the cord or cable that you use to swing the hammock either at the center or the ends of the hammock.
For our first prototype, some of the challenges we faced was the gear being made out of plastic, 3D printed, not being able to handle the load. A possible fix for this is to get a fully custom CNC gear out of aluminum. One of the other challenges that we faced was that the motor would not start at a low RPM and would jitter and jolt, and a sensor could be used to fix that. For our current final design, it's very jerky, and a remedy for this would be to write code to make it smoother.